Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to another installment on this day. Today is Friday, December 26, 2025. This being Friday, we recap what we talked about Monday and Wednesday and learn some new stuff about today. That being said, I'm Christy, and I'll be your guide on this tour. Keep your arms and legs inside the ride, and let's get this party started. We begin our journey back to Monday, December 22nd, with On This Day in Music History. We're going to take a trip to 1984 when Madonna scored her first #1 hit with Like a Virgin. The song held the top spot for 6 weeks and became a global phenomenon, landing at #1 in Canada and Europe. Her producer wanted her album Like a Virgin to start with her song, start with the new song Material Girl, but she said, "Respect my authority." Actually, she just chose to do it her way. Sorry. It's been one of those days. In 1973, Elton John began a 2-week run at the top of the charts with Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. The album was a sensation due to enduring hits such as Candle in the Wind, Benny and the Jets, and obviously the title track. In 2002, co-founder of Clash died at the age of 50. He released a variety of highly influential titles, including 1979's London's Calling and 1982 Combat Rock. In 2004, Joe Cocker died at the age of 70, ranked as one of the greatest singers of all time by the likes of Mojo and Rolling Stone. The British artist was beloved for his gritty vocals and expressive performances. 1967, Pink Floyd played their last major show with Syd Barrett at the Olympia in London. The star-studded event was dubbed Christmas on Earth and continued. Also featured acts by the Jimi Hendrix Experience, The Who, Eric Burdon and the Animals, as well as others. Lastly, in 1972, 9-year-old little Jimmy Osmond, I don't know why I keep calling him Johnny Osmond, Jimmy Osmond became the youngest person to have a #1 hit in the UK with Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool. I don't know how much he knew about that at 9 years old, but hey, we all grow up different. Next, we traveled to factoids. Monday was officially Forefathers Day and Date Not Bread Day. In 2020, Lionel Messi broke Pele's record for the most goals scored with one soccer club. Messi went on to prove himself again, scoring the 644th goal for FC Barcelona. In 2018, a powerful tsunami hit Indonesia. The tsunami took place at the Sunda Strait as a result of a portion of the Amak Krakatoa volcano, which fell into the sea. It killed over 400 people. In 2018, partial shutdown of the U.S. government began. In 2001, Richard Reed, aka the Shoe Bomber, tried to blow up an American Airlines flight with explosives in his shoes. Takes a whole new meaning to watch your step. He had plastic explosives in his shoes, which he unsuccessfully attempted to detonate aboard an American Airlines flight. He was subdued by passengers who gave him a good old-fashioned beatdown. Anyhow, he was arrested upon landing. In 1988, 2 robbers dressed as police officers robbed $3 million in New Jersey. I don't know where from. They didn't give me that information. In 1971, Doctors Without Borders was founded in Paris by French doctors and journalists. The humanitarian non-governmental organization has since been one of the most active medical organizations across the world's conflict zones. 1956, the first gorilla born in captivity, called Kolo, was born at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Kolo was a Western gorilla in the world. She died in her sleep at the age of 60 on January 17th, 2017. Lastly, in 1885, a samurai called Ito Harabume became Japan's first prime minister. On Wednesday, in 1984, Pearl Jam topped the U.S. album charts with Vitalogy. Initially releasing only on vinyl, the LP sold 34,000 copies in its first week, and 2 weeks later, it was released on multiple platforms. In 1977, the Bee Gees began a 3-week run at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 with How Deep Is Your Love. The ballad, which marked the group's fourth number one, remained at the top for 17 weeks, giving it the largest chart run in history at the time. In 1988, glam metal superstars Poison began a 3-week run at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 with Every Rose Has a Thorn. It was the band's only chart topper in the U.S. 1976, the Eagles' 6th album, Hotel California, spent 8 non-consecutive weeks at the top of the Billboard 200. In 2000, Four Seasons bassist Nick Massey died of cancer. They scored the 1976 UK and US #1 single, December 1963, Oh What a Night, as well as Sherry and Ragdoll. Let's get straight with facts from factoids. On Wednesday, it was Last Minute Shoppers Day and Eggnog Day. Trust me, plenty of eggnog. Let's see. On this day in 1818, the Christmas carol Silent Night was sung for the first time. The performance took place at St. Nicholas Parish in Oberndorf, Austria. And welcome to another installment of On This Day. Today is Wednesday, December... What the hell? I just went through that, right? Pause. On this day in 1818, the Christmas carol Silent Night was first sung. The performance took place at St. Nicholas Parish in Oberndorf, Austria. 1970, Walt Disney Aristocats was released. 1968, the crew of NASA's Apollo 8 became the first humans to enter the moon's orbit. Millions of people worldwide tuned in to hear the news. In 1914, unofficial ceasefires sprang up across World War I's Western Front. In 1814, the Treaty of Ghent was signed, which ended the War of 1812 between the U.S., the UK, and their allies. Now, on to today. Friday, December 26th, on this day in music history. 1999, soul star Curtis Mayfield died at the age of 57. After rising to fame as a member of the Impressions, Mayfield embarked on a highly successful solo career, highlighted by his most celebrated release, the 1972 soundtrack for Superfly. A double inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he won a Grammy Legend Award in 1994 and a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 1995. 1976, the Sex Pistols recorded God Save the Queen at Wessex Studios in London. The controversial song, which was released during Queen Elizabeth II 1977 Silver Jubilee, flew to number 2 in the UK pop charts. In 2007, Amy Winehouse's Back to Black was named the biggest selling album of the year in the UK. Today, it remains one of the territory's best-selling albums of all time. In 1979, the first in a series of benefit concerts was held at London's Hammersmith Odeon for the people of Cambodia. Queen, The Clash, The Pretenders, The Who, Elvis Costello, and Wings were among the star-studded acts performed. On to factoids. Today is known as Thank You Card Day and Candy Cane Day. In 2023, the Detroit Pistons NBA team broke records after losing their 27th consecutive basketball game. In 2004, a devastating tsunami and earthquake occurred in the Indian Ocean. The earthquake was a 9.3 magnitude, which caused a tsunami that hit Sri Lanka, India, Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, and the Maldives. The destruction killed 230,000 people. In 1996, JonBenet Ramsey was found dead. The 6-year-old beauty queen was found beaten and strangled in the basement of her family's home in Boulder, Colorado. The crime remains unsolved. Anyhow, lastly, in 1991, Jack Ruby's gun, which was used to kill Lee Harvey Oswald, sold for $220,000 at auction. Trivia. Question: who was the lead singer for the band Queen? Answer: Freddie Mercury. Question: who taught Alexander the Great? Answer: Aristotle. And question: what was Fidel Castro's brother's name? Answer: Raul. Next, on to birthdays. 1935, Abdul Duke Fakir. 1939, Phil Spector. 1953, Henning Schmitz. 1963, Lars Ulrich. 1966, Jay Farrer. 1971, Jared Leto. And 1979, Chris Daughtry. If it was your birthday, happy birthday to you. I hope you had a nice Christmas or holiday, whatever you chose to celebrate yesterday or this week or this month. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all Monday. Stay safe. Have a good weekend. Don't drink and drive. Love you. Ciao.